Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, October 18th. Welcome to our video commentary. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about President Trump's tax plan. You know, I'm one of those, I don't read them. I don't get that hung up on the details because, frankly, most of it will not apply to me. A lot of it gets very technical, and I let my accountant friends worry about that when they do my tax returns. But I do look at the big picture. I do look at the big picture of what the plan is trying to accomplish. And I think this is where I focus on three things. And I believe that President Trump's proposal addresses these three things. Number one, I want to see less brackets. I want to make it easier to calculate taxes for the individual out there. I want to make it as easy as possible for individuals to do their taxes, particularly self-employed people. An ever-growing number of Americans are now self-employed, whether by design or whether by default. Many people are now independent business people, and I want to make it very easy for them to do their taxes as well. So that's another important part of the plan. Secondly, I want to see a reduction in the corporate rates because that benefits me indirectly in the sense that when the companies that I'm associated with or the companies that I do business with, when they make more money, when they're more profitable, that comes back to me in more business and more demand for my services and so on. And it helps the employees because it means many of these jobs are going to stay in the United States. So a corporate tax review, I think, is critical anytime you're talking about taxes. What happened is the last time we did our tax updates back in 1986, there's been a couple since, but that was the last major one under President Reagan. We lowered our taxes, but over time, other countries have lowered theirs. And now our corporations are at a disadvantage around the world. So we want to put our corporations back in the game. So we got to cut their taxes so that they can compete with countries that have lower taxes. And then finally, whatever tax plan passes has to have in it a provision so that money that is currently sitting around the world, money of American or multinational companies sitting in other countries, can come back into the United States at a very low tax so that money can come back and be a huge injection into the American economy. Some people have said that there are millions of dollars in those accounts overseas. Well, bring it back. But obviously to bring it back, we're going to have to make it profitable for them to bring it back. And you do that with a revision of your tax rate. So less brackets, a corporate tax, and make it easier for money to come back into the United States. Those are the three major things that I think any tax plan has to have. And as far as I can see, all of those three are in President Trump's proposal. So let's support the proposal. Again, these things are thousands of pages, and there's lots and lots of things in these proposals that will not impact most of us. But the big picture, less brackets, revision in the corporate tax, and to make it easier for these companies to bring their dollars back into the United States, those three things are going to benefit you, and they're going to benefit me, and that's what this is all about. They're also going to make the economy grow, and that's important because one of the tragedies of the 8 years of President Obama is that we had growth that was not very good. We have to have growth of 3, 4, 5% because that's how we're going to pay back our debt, and that's how we're going to create jobs for these young people getting out of school. So I think this is a good start by President Trump. I'm sure there will be debates. I'm sure there will be amendments to it. But I think it's a good start by President Trump. Have a good day, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Beautiful day here in Dallas.